So the open scene you just saw right there is a demonstration of what can actually go wrong in a 20-foot span of distance. Most of you have probably heard of the Tueller Drill. It is a test done by FBI and a lot of the law enforcement to show the distance that you can get stabbed at by an attacker. Just because you're carrying a knife and you're carrying a CCW or a concealed weapon doesn't mean you're going to win. All right. I mean, if you guys have ever gone out in the range to actually practice with actual 20-foot distances to charge each other, practice on your drawing to actually see if you can get your concealed weapon out in time to save your life, it's not that easy. On average, you're getting around roughly 1.5 to 2 seconds of time from a person to travel 20 feet. So practicing is what you need to do. My dad is a former law enforcement, former military, and he has a lot of experience in field and hands-on training by being an instructor. If you want to elaborate more on what you've done in the past and some of the background you have.
I was a defensive tactics instructor for the department I worked with, and in doing so I taught handgun retention, takeaways, how to defend yourself against knife attacks, things of that sort. So ad nauseum, I could keep going, but the whole point is that what Andrew's saying is very true. Just because a person has a knife, you have a handgun, doesn't mean that they can't get to you before you could squeeze off around, even if you have the weapon on them. It's been shown time and time again that if you're shooting double action, there's a real risk there, but you have to keep these things in mind.
Yeah, so being prepared is the main thing about this video. This whole series of videos I'm making right now, it's not always going to be back-to-back the same stuff, but when you see Don't Be a Victim, that's another video of these series. It's mainly us putting our knowledge together on certain topics to be able to kind of relay information to you guys. This is mainly for you guys not to become a victim. So like he just said, having a CCW does not, or a concealed weapon, does not make you Chuck Norris. All right, you're not going to be able to go out there and destroy everybody and protect yourself 100% of the time. Situational awareness is probably number one when it comes to carrying a weapon. When you have a concealed weapon, you are held to a higher standard at that point. So when you're out there, you can't just be, dicking around. Oh, hey, I got a concealed weapon. Nobody can touch me. In this Tueller drill, if you were to practice this, I guarantee you will be shocked at how fast a person can close 20 feet. And with a knife, you're going to be not only having to think about all your motions you got to go through for drawing your weapon properly, but also, did you cock it? Does it have an actual external safety on it? Has it been disengaged? If you don't know your conditions of weapon, how you can carry your weapon, look into that more. But it's best to carry in condition 0, which is either cocked and ready to rock and roll, or condition 1, which is cocked and locked, which means you're ready to rock and roll, but you have your safety engaged. But you have to realize and remember what you put your gun in. That way, if crap were to hit the fan, you know what you need to do to engage your target and properly. Because that guy's running you full bore. He already has the mindset, I'm going to get this guy, and I'm taking his money, I'm taking his watch, I'm maybe just a psychopath gnawing on somebody's face. I don't know. So you need to be ready for somebody to attack you. Any other thing you want to talk about with possible situations like this?
Yeah, I was just thinking one of the foremost things that is in the mind of most police officers when they're dealing with situations like this is liability. What's the best course of action? And that may very well be not drawing a weapon and using deadly force. It may be retreating. There's nothing wrong with making leg bail if somebody pulls a knife on you, and that may be the best thing to do. And also, you have to always be in mind. You have to keep in mind what's in back of your assailant. I mean, if you've got women and children and things like that, and you come out like Wyatt Earp and start shooting, you very well may be responsible for the death of somebody that's totally innocent. So you have to always think of these things. Look at the totality of circumstances and then make the proper decision. And it's never easy, but it all starts up here.
Yeah, just like the number one things you follow on your basic handgun safety, knowing your target and what's beyond it. And with CCW or concealed carry, that's needs to be in the forefront of your mind.
But like we've said over and over again, if you don't think about these things now, when it does happen in those situations where you least expect it, you won't take proper action. And here again, you're not going to be G.I. Joe or G.I. Jane everywhere you go. But it's always good to think about these things, especially if you've chosen to carry a weapon concealed.
We're going to be doing the Tueller drill with a mag light to represent a knife. Okay. As far as the shooter is involved, this is an airsoft gun. It's plastic. It's not a gun. We're trying to work on strictly just drawing, but motion is what you need to do. Always make space. I'd say situational awareness is number one. Making space between you and your threat is probably number two. If you're being attacked, make that space, all right? And we're gonna get more into that later in a video on a different topic, but you wanna make that space, get away, get that gun out, get on target, all right? You have the fake gun. Obviously, always make sure to have the fake weapon and not the real weapon when you're doing this drill. That is exactly 20 feet away from my mark right here. And he's gonna charge me to assault me with his light. And I'm gonna try to draw from my holster, so the gun will be in my holster down here. We'll have it covered, and I'm gonna try to draw, pull up, and go on target, pulling barrel forward first to see if I can get an initial pop off before he stabs me. You're going off his motion. You're not like, like already having your hand on your gun, okay? You go off the motion they present. So as soon as they start moving, you try to draw, all right? And I do not think I'm gonna get this gun off in time, so we will see.
Want to practice?
No practice. This has not been practiced yet, so yeah.
If I trip and fall, don't laugh.
Yeah, if we trip and fall, it's definitely staying in the video. That's all I gotta say.
Ready?
Now,
Go on my mark.
on your movement, yes.
Ready?
That's
Done
speed.
deal. That's sheer speed. Sheer speed.
I think I pulled something.
So if I'm being attacked by you, you are dead.
I'm about number 5 on the Clydesdale scale.
He's limbering up. He's limbering up. Your size makes up for your speed, so we're ready to rock and roll.
Pretty good with an airsoft gun.
So you want to get in the track stance? You want to get down in like the elite fighting motion?
Close your eyes and I'll just... You ready?
I'm ready. Ooh.
Okay.
See that speed?
Yes, very good.
So you always got to keep your eyes on your opponent, because he could just take off running. Boom. Gosh. All right, let's kick it up a notch. Let's bring it up 10 feet. We'll cut this in half and really push the envelope. All right, so on drill, gun and holster, you want to make sure your shirt is over like you would be carrying, or if you have a jacket, wear the jacket. Wear what you would wear normally. All right, you shiesty one. You're going to shank me on this one.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, because I'm blazingly fast. Ready?
Yeah. Bam! Got it off once. Got it off once.
Keep in mind that this is an optimal situation.
Yeah, I know he's coming.
He knows that I'm going to attack him. He's facing me. He's waiting for my initial movement, and his mind is connected to that. But if it really happens, the chances of you being engaged at that point in time is not realistic.
People coming at you, you're going to be able to you're probably going to crank one off right here. And that's what we're going to get into next on the targets, is practicing drawing and blam, blam, blam. And remember, when you're drawing this gun, you want to pull up. When you're coming down here, you're drawing out of the waistband, pushing forward at an angle. That way that slide is coming here and not getting caught on cloth. You don't want to get it caught on cloth. So you're coming here, bam, bam, bam. The bullets are going right where your body's looking. And then once you make distance and separation from that target, punch out more on it so you can get more vital shots. So, more practice. So once again, pretty much in the 10 ring, one flyer here, but I mean, from that speed, just coming here, bam, bam, bam. I mean, you're getting them in that grouping that you need. So it's a good way to practice for when you're drawing any type of situation like the parking lot thing we've been talking about. You want to practice getting up, engaging that gun forward, slide turned out, pressing out on target. Okay, that slide out is mainly for when you know you have close encounters. So your cloth of your shirt doesn't get caught in your slide and messing it up, causing malfunctions. So practice this drill. This helps a lot. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate you watching GY6 Vids. This is Andrew and Jim. We're just going to be talking about a lot of this stuff in the future videos for Don't Be a Victim series. And I hope you enjoyed. Please, if you did, like the video. It does help me a lot. It helps spread the word. Sharing it helps a lot too on Facebook and other places. And it definitely helps me out as a channel to help me keep doing these videos and putting in time and effort. This does take a lot of time. But hopefully you got something out of it. Please leave comments in the video or the comment section below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Man, so many things you got to do. All right, so you're responsible too a little bit. So I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Later. Say goodbye.
Oh, bye.
Ooh, nice. Sun right in face. I can't see camera very well. If you have a crazed old man after you that size, you better be ready to draw.
So, you see that guy? He had a car about that big and it was going that way.
They'll be sneaking up on you. All right, so, and I'm dead, see? I'm dead. 1 down.
2 versus 1.
And this guy will club me the first chance he gets. Just gah! Always be in your ninja stance. Trained since a little child with this one. See? See, before I give him a hug when I meet him sometimes, I'll just walk up and just bash him in the head a couple times.
Yeah, and I love it. Yeah, it's just really good for me.
And he's on the ground bleeding. I'm like, where was your situational awareness? You know?
How are ya?
I could have lost my mind. He never knows. Cut. Pashink.
And the footage, moving on from now.